Boom, boom, how's it going? How's it going? Yeah, it is ITJ. So it's good having you around. And today I just want to talk to you about, guys, about something that is extremely important in business. And I think a lot of us, we kind of like omit to do that. But a lot of us who have been employed, we used to do this. Actually, we were forced to do this. So back in the days when I was employed, every year I needed to do my tax because I used to work for the bank, right? And working for the bank would kind of like already start putting all of the processes in place for you to pay your tax. So all you needed to do by the end of the year is to submit. But good on me, I used to have a tax consultant, right? But in business, it's amazing how many people I find, especially in property, who don't have a taxman. Or not who don't have a taxman, but who don't have a tax consultant to make sure that when they are engaging the taxman, everything is good. I'm sure you have seen with all the videos that we have done around tax that it is extremely important for you to have a tax consultant, a tax advisor, as I like to call it. Is this person a bookkeeper? No, it's a tax consultant, tax advisor. Is this person a CA, chartered accountant? Well, yes, but it's also good to have another layer of having a tax advisor. So why should I be talking about this? I'm of the view that everyone, if you're in property and you're serious about your property game, you need to know or have a tax consultant. It's important, guys. I don't know how I can stress this out, but today I just wanted to share with you guys 3 reasons why I actually have a tax advisor. Right. The first reason is that, number one, the tax consultant, or let's just call them the tax advisor. But I know that if I say tax advisor, a lot of people are going to be like, TJ, they're going to charge us a lot of money. It's not about that. If you're getting substandard pricing, you're getting substandard service. I'm just saying. So be comfortable to pay a good rate on services. I'm okay paying whatever it is for as long as you're getting the good service. But let's flip this, right? Because a tax advisor is actually going to make sure that, you are going to be playing within the rules and the regulation of the tax, so that by the time the taxman actually comes in, remember the taxman is like Santa. They come in once a year. Right? So let's talk about it, right? Let's talk about the tax man and the tax advisor, right? So why actually do I have a tax advisor? That's the question here that we are addressing, right? So the reason why I have a tax advisor is that, number one, tax consultants or tax people, they are well-trained, much trained people than me. And for that reason, they have a lot of intel, like a lot of information. Like, guys, we all know that in property, the person who's got the information is the one who's got the door. It's true. The person who has the information is the one that's going to make the money because they have the right information. So why wouldn't you want to hang out with the person who knows where the government money is? So that's how I see the taxman here. So remember, the taxman, which is SARS in our scenario, they have programs that they have actually put aside well in advance, and they've said these programs here, if you are, as entrepreneurs, as a business, if you are to do ABCD, we are going to give you money in your pocket. But the only people who factually know these things, because those things change year on year, is the tax advisors. So why wouldn't you want to have a tax advisor on your team? I think that if you don't have a tax advisor on your team, you're in trouble. You are in trouble. These guys are well trained, but besides being trained, they know the policies. So SARS, year on year, they change their regulations. They know the regulations that are there. They know the do's and the don'ts. So if you don't know the do's and the don'ts, imagine what you're going to be doing. For the whole year, you're going to be doing what is not allowed or what's going to be more expensive for you. And then when the taxman comes through and it's year end, which is coming up now in February, I'm just warning you here, right? Because February is around the corner. You have missed the boat already if you don't have them, but you can still save a little bit. So once you consult your taxman, for me, it's about consulting a taxman before we even have a deal. So if I'm buying in the same area and if I've consulted my taxman, then it's great not to consult them, but I might just want to like, hey, if things changed in this area, no, then I'll go ahead and buy the deal. But if not, then you want to understand. And only a tax advisor will be able to tell you the nuggets and some of the things that can help you to put money on your table instead of you paying the taxman. That's my number one reason why I want to have a tax advisor on my team. It's because they are well trained. They know what I don't know, right? If I have someone on my team who knows what I don't know, then I'm in a better space because we are all working for the same goal. The second reason is that they can give you guidance, right? A tax advisor can give you guidance. What type of guidance are we talking about? On how I can partner up with the government and make some money. What do I mean by partnering up with the government? Well, let me tell you something. I did a video, or should I say a couple of videos here on urban developments with my boy Lebo. And you can check that out. If you don't know any of those videos, I've been doing videos on here, so you can check some of the videos around tax. So urban development really comes in with opportunities where in some cases, right, the government is going, should I say SARS? SARS is already kind of like wanting to give you 50% rebate. Hey, 50%, yes, you spend R1 million, the government wants to give you 500,000 back in your pocket. How? Find out from your tax advice. That's the question, right? The other thing is, in some investments, SARS has already said, hey, if you are to invest in this particular investment, we can give you up to 45%. So you invest 100,000, 45,000 comes back to you, boom, for free. Instead of you now investing 100,000, you have just invested 55,000 now. But you're getting your return on 100,000. Who wouldn't want to do that? Like, guys, that's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. Yeah? Now you see why I want to have a tax advisor on my team. That is point number 2. Yeah? Point number 3 is, right, a tax advisor can help me save or even make money whilst I understand the tax incentives, right? There is tax incentives. What are incentives? Do this, I do that. If you do that, then we are going to do that. Why would SARS incentivize something? So remember who SARS is. SARS is the government. Who's the government? You and I are the government anyways, right? Okay. Everyone who's at the government there is facilitating the processes for all of us because we elect them to be in power and then they work for us. So you and I are the government, right? But the government, the real government, they need certain things to be done. And for lack of words, let me just say that the government doesn't have all the money to do everything else that the country needs. But if other people are going to do what the government is supposed to be doing, the government is going to say, hey, if you do that, we are actually going to incentivize you to do that. So for instance, let's talk about student accommodation. It is a problem in the country. So the government, what they have said is that if anyone is going to play into student accommodation, if people invest in it, we are going to incentivize those people, and there is different incentives that are coming through around it. For people that are going to invest in rundown neighborhoods for us to rejuvenate the neighborhood, the government is saying, we can give you a little bit of a rebate. Those are the incentives. These incentives, guys, is money. Ching, 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 ching. Who doesn't want to hang out? So now you understand why I'm saying that you need to have a tax advisor on your team. Because if you don't have a tax advisor on your team, how best are you going to know everything that I've spoken about? Who's going to give you guidance? Who's going to point out to you that Johannesburg CBD is the right place to invest? Who? Right? So I'm just talking here in general. Obviously, the tax advisor doesn't tell you this is where you need to invest for you to get this. You need, as an investor yourself, you need to be saying, I'm going to invest in these areas here. But thereafter, now you start engaging with your tax advisor to say, if I'm to invest in Pretoria in CBD, are there some tax incentives here? Oh, yes. A, B, C, D. Oh, yeah. But if you also do this, there's this. So I'm not going to tell you what all the incentives are because they change from time to time. I'm going to let it out to you so that you can go ahead and find your tax advisor that you can partner up with so that you can partner up with the government as well. I like to partner up with the government. I think it's an amazing opportunity. And if all of us are to do this, there's good money. It is TJ. There is more videos like these ones that you can listen to. And quickly jump on to the other videos. And if this is something that you also enjoy watching and you've never subscribed, now is the time to subscribe. Cheers. See you in the next video. Bye.